Somehow, this month just slipped right past me. I didn't end up playing a ton of games, but the ones that I did play were interesting in totally different ways. So, here's a deeper look at everything that I got my hands on, what they're about, what you can actually do in them, and how I felt about each one. Hi, I'm LochVaness, and if you're into cozy game reviews, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next batch of games. Today, I'm breaking down all of the games that I played lately and helping you decide which ones are going to be worth curling up with and which ones might be better left for another day. So to kick things off, we have Sopa, Tale of the Stolen Potato. This game released on October 6th, and it is available on the PC, Xbox, and on Game Pass. This is a narrative adventure game. Now, Sopa follows a boy named Miho who accidentally gets pulled into a magical world connected to an old soup recipe. It is a narrative adventure focused on solving environmental puzzles, unraveling a family story, and moving through dreamlike areas. The gameplay is pretty straightforward. You're mostly exploring these linear little zones, triggering story moments, and watching the environment shift around you. The puzzles are simple, things like pulling levers, placing objects, or just timing a few moments just right. There is a lot of backtracking, so you'll be revisiting the same paths as the story moves forward. And the camera loves to switch angles on you during certain sequences, which can be a bit jarring if you're sensitive to motion like me. There's no combat at all in this game. It's very much walk around, solve puzzles, and soak in the vibes. I really wanted to enjoy this one, and the world is beautiful, but oof, the camera made it so rough for me to play. Even with the motion blur turned off, certain angles, it jumping back and forth between things was super jarring, and because the game makes you run back and forth constantly, it just made everything feel worse for me. The weird thing is I actually played the demo just fine, but the full game had me just ready to tap out. I just could not handle the motion. So if you're sensitive to camera movement, maybe wait on this one. It's a beautiful story, but it just kept me from playing. Now, next up, we have Letters to Arralla. I'm not too sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, so please be gentle. It released on September 15th and it is available for the PC. This one is a cozy delivery puzzle exploration game. You play as a courier delivering illustrated packages, aka drawings, to residents of a cute deserted town. You explore, chat with locals, and slowly uncover small stories about the community. The whole game revolves around these little delivery puzzles where each drawing comes with a clue about who it belongs to. Some are super obvious and others make you stop and think for a minute. You're basically wandering around this small open town just exploring at your own pace, chatting with the locals and picking up bits of personality and lore along the way. There's no combat, no timers, nothing stressful, just pure chill energy. And as you roam, you'll end up collecting little details or remembering landmarks that help you piece together future deliveries, which makes it feel playful without ever being overwhelming. Now, this game definitely cracked me up immediately because everyone has these adorable little booties, and it totally gave me flashbacks about this TikToker that I watch who does pottery and puts little booty cheeks on all of his artwork. It is so adorable. Now, gameplay wise, this is pretty simple, but it's sweet. The deliveries feel like little puzzles, and sometimes the clues aren't right in your face, which I actually enjoyed. And if you're ever struggling, you can go talk to somebody to get an extra little bit of guidance. The town feels really cozy, and chatting with the people gives you a little peek into who they are. It's perfect if you want something calm to play in like 20 to 30 minute bursts. Next up, we have Space Chef, which released on October 28th and is available on the PC. This is a cooking adventure crafting sim. Space Chef mixes cooking, exploration, and creature hunting as you run a food truck in space. You explore planets, gather resources, and cook dishes to sell. Most of your time is spent hopping between planets to gather whatever ingredients you need, like minerals, veggies, and yes, alien meat as well. Once you've got your haul, you head back to the ship for these cute little cooking mini games where you combine ingredients, follow recipes, and whip up meals for the customers. There is some light combat when you're hunting certain creatures, but it's nothing too crazy. As you go, you'll upgrade your ship with new cooking stations, extra storage, and different tools to make life easier. Progression mostly comes from unlocking new recipes or leveling up your business, and the whole economy loop revolves around cooking dishes, selling them for cash, cash and using that money to access new areas and new equipment. It's a mix of exploration, cooking, and a bit of resource juggling. Now, I was expecting this game to feel like a cozy diner dash kind of game, but it didn't quite land there. After about 2 to 3 hours, I realized I was just struggling to find basic resources and the pacing just felt really off. The game pushes you to upgrade and progress, but it doesn't really give you enough tools or resources early on, so everything starts to feel like a grind. And I definitely feel that it is due to the lack of tutorial. Like, it gives you a little bit of a tutorial and then it just drops you off like, hey kid, here you go, off on your next adventure. So yeah, there is a little charm here and I think it could improve with updates, but right now it didn't hook me the way I had hoped. Last but not least, we have Burrow, which released on November 12th and is available on the PC, Xbox Game Pass, and on the Nintendo Switch. This is a cozy survival exploration game. You play as a little mouse returning to your childhood burrow after a long time away. The forest is cold, full of dangers, and needs some love. So you explore, gather, craft, rebuild your home, and help the local animals. Now, Burrow mixes a bunch of cozy survival elements together without ever feeling overly stressful. You're constantly managing your warmth, hunger, and health as you explore, so crafting becomes a big part of the loop. Everything from tools, sweaters, to furniture, decorations, and food, it has everything. Each biome has its own little vibe, hazards, and little secrets tucked away, and you'll be gathering everything like wood, berries, mushrooms, yarn, ores. If you can pick it up, you probably need it later on. Now, along the way, you do run into different animals who need your help with different quests, like fixing broken paths or finding lost items, and those interactions help push the story forward. The combat in this game is super light and mostly defensive, so it never steals the spotlight here. And of course, the knitting system is absolutely adorable. Your crafting cozy clothes genuinely matter here because better sweaters mean you can survive the cold and reach new areas. This one was honestly my favorite of this batch. A lot of people compared this game to Don't Starve. It's definitely more gentle, friendlier, and way more heartwarming than that game. My only big complaint is the bag space. It is so tiny in the beginning, so you end up running back and forth constantly, but once you upgrade it, the game feels a little bit more smoother, but you're still running on very limited inventory space. I really liked how the animals you help actually matter to the story, which made the world feel alive. And I love that you can warm up near those animals. It makes the exploration way less punishing. The world feels cozy even when things are cold and dangerous. It's really just a sweet survival game. So yeah, it was not the biggest month for gaming, but honestly, the games I did play gave me plenty to talk about. Let me know if you've played any of these or if there's one that I should pick up for next month. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe for more cozy gaming reviews. So until next time, happy gaming!